assassin. Finish her. She's one of the skulls. Hurry up and kill her.
No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here.
Hey guys, this is the man behind TopGameRankings here, and today we're going to be looking at some of the most top 10 female characters from video games of all types. Well, not all types. There are all kinds of types of female characters, you know. There's like the normal kind, there's a cute kind, there's a sexy kind, which of course is pretty recent, not gonna lie. But well, since this is all kinds, we're gonna be listing some of the most that are actually popular. The most popular ones, most recognizable as well in the video game community. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of, favorites in here, I bet. So, hope you guys enjoy this. So, let's get down to business. Number 10.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me.
Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Lara is an English archaeologist, repeatedly hunting for treasures and ancient relics that sometimes harness incredible power. Therefore, she has had quite a lot of enemies to deal with. One interesting fact about her and her games would be the different timelines and incarnations throughout the franchise, starting from the original to the legend, and currently on the Survivor timeline, where its games take a more violent and realistic tone. Which honestly, I kinda liked it. As well as Lara's character in general though. It also takes like a more realistic tone to her character, like how she's unexperienced in the first game of the Survivor timeline. Well, that's actually pretty good. It's very, very phenomenal actually. I actually like all those studs they did to the new games and all that. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I was very impressed and I still am. Number 9.
Each of you has served your kingdom admirably. Huh.
Zelda from The Legend of Zelda. It all began when the goddess Hylia sealed the Demon King demise with her power and decided to grant the Triforce to free capable mortals, and then reincarnate repeatedly as a Hylian girl named Zelda. She and her descendants, as well as alternate versions of herself, would have an important role to play, the most recent and popular one being the goal to seal away the evil Lord Ganon, with her friend Link having to defeat him in battle countless times. Yeah, that's basically the whole model between Zelda, Link, and Ganondorf for a lot of the games in the Zelda franchise though. I do like the Breath of the Wild installments, along with the whole Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity thing where, well, she becomes a playable character, to fight, using a pretty weird but kind of creative combat style. And yeah, I did like it though. And I guess they couldn't exactly get an idea like that so they could put her in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Well, if they had that, maybe they would have put her as a playable character in the game. Number 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first ever Half Genie Festival! Now, taking the stage from Parts Beyond, Part Human, Part Magic, the shimmering stars of the evening, they are your spectacular Half Genie Superstars!
Shantae from the Shantae series. Living in Scuttletown as its guardian protector, Shantae is a half-genie, a cross between human and genie, with many magical abilities aside from her signature hair whip attack. Being that she can transform into almost anything she wants, from a small little monkey to at least 4 awesome fusion dances she got from the Seven Sirens game. She would always have to save her town, or even the entire world, from threats like the Pirate Queen herself, Risky Boots, her arch nemesis. And yet, she would need help from her friends to fight against any threat as the half-genie heroine dances through the danger. Yeah, just a little nod to one of my favorite musics from the franchise, you know that? Yeah, I do like Shantae. She's a pretty good character that, well, kind of symbolizes the indie games community, you know? You know, indie games in general. Aside from Shovel Knight, you know that? I guess you could say she's a female equivalent for, you know, female characters in indie games. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. A good example, don't you think? Number 7. Cat from Gravity Rush. In a vast city that stands on floating islands connected to a single giant pillar, a girl that goes by the name of Cat, with her black cat named Dusty, has no recollection of her past as she becomes a hero to the people of Hexaville. Cat is a gravity shifter, someone with the potential to summon a guardian, like her friend Dusty, who gives her powers of gravity manipulation, stasis control, and abilities based on the guardian's animalistic features, in her case, being Panther mode. So yeah, I actually love the franchise. The 2 games as well though. The characters, story, gameplay, everything was great about this franchise though. And I also wonder if there's gonna be a sequel to it. Well, if that's the case, then I hope it's as good as the other 2 games. Like, wow though. I actually love the feature of gravity mobility, like, you know, the mobility based on gravity that you can do on those games. It was beautiful. Elegant, actually. Number 6. Quiet from Metal Gear. The Covert Strike Force XOF have been experimenting with a vocal cord parasite that either killed or enhanced their hosts up to a certain degree, one of them being the elite assassin, Quiet. She was originally working with XOF until Venom Snake apprehended and took her to the Mother Base as a prisoner, and despite not saying a word to anyone, Quiet would earn the trust of the Diamond Dogs during missions as a professional sniper and would sometimes use her enhanced abilities, becoming much more than just a defenseless-looking woman. And I say defenseless-looking because, well, she doesn't use much clothing though. And if you're wondering why, well, there's a reason for that, which involves her new, how should I say, the fact that this parasite made her much more different, you know, made her system a lot more different, you know. So basically, if she uses clothes, it's like she's suffocating. And there's the reason. Well, at least they actually put an excuse about her not wearing that much clothing. I ain't complaining though. It's nice. It's real nice. Number 5.
Want to see my kung fu? I'll show you.
Chun-Li from Street Fighter. After her father was killed by the likes of M. Bison, leader of Shadowloo, Chun-Li swore revenge for her father's death as she became both an expert martial artist and police officer of Interpol. Her fighting style mostly involves speed, agility, and many forms of kicking that are also very fast-paced, like her signature Hyakuretsu Kyaku move. Her outfits are pretty eye-catching as well, but not as much as the amount of attention that her really thick thighs seem to give. Like, wow man, just can't get my eyes off of those thighs when she's on screen. And that's saying something, by the way. I do love some good thick thighs. And as I always say, thick thighs save lives. Well, do some of you guys agree with me? Well, I hope you do, because seriously, I mean it. Now, a lot of people also mean it, so I'm with them. Anyways, yeah, Chun-Li is also the first female character to appear in the Street Fighter games. Yeah, that's also pretty respectable, you know, in terms of female characters They're also from fighting games. Number 4.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. Childhood friend of Cloud and trained by Zangan, Tifa fights with her knuckles with the use of martial arts skills to an extent that she can definitely keep up in almost any kind of fight with anyone stupid enough to underestimate her. Her appearance, personality, and overall role in the game's story was enough to make her among the most favorable female characters in games, making her the perfect example of an independent, caring, and kick-ass type of character at the same time. And honestly, pretty sure she's actually my favorite of the Final Fantasy VII franchise. Yeah, definitely though. I mean, who wouldn't like her though? She's like the perfect wife material. Oh, that's kind of been shown in the story though. When you look at her though, doesn't she seem kind of motherly to some of you guys? Yeah, she does really seem though. Yeah, that's why she would be the perfect wife material. Yeah, I do favor her, well, everything about her actually. Everything about her is pretty great. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 3. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. The world is set in an era where people have formed tribes and stand united against the machines, animal-shaped robots of all kinds, and yet there are those in the Nora tribe considered as outcasts for having no birth mother to become braves. One of those was Aloy. Raised by an outcast, she strived to become a brave, until at a young age found a small augmented reality device called a focus, allowing her to see and analyze things in a whole nother level. Little did she know that she would be involved in something big in regards to her being motherless and identical to a certain someone she doesn't recognize. And yeah, Aloy has actually been a pretty great character involving, well, I guess PlayStation exclusive games, because Horizon Zero Dawn is kind of a PlayStation exclusive, and a pretty great one at least. And there's also a second game coming. And I hope the story is as good as this one though. Yeah, I am pretty much looking forward to the new story. Even involving this character though, she's been a pretty interesting character in this series though. A competent, independent, emo character, just like many others in gaming. Number 2.
Alert. Heavy damage. Standard top physical test estimated at 3 short battery control. Activating short-range attack gear. Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
2B from Nier Automata. Invaded by an alien race that sent a robot army to destroy most of everything, until Yorha, a military force of androids, were sent to eliminate the threat for the sake of humanity. 2B, a battler model, was one of them along with her signed partner, scanner model android 9S. She, like most androids, uses close-range weaponry, is accompanied by an AI device called Pod, and unlike the others, has an objective involving 9S, the likes of which she never wanted to be the case ever. So yeah, 2B is one of the many female characters that, well, I guess made a difference in gaming history involving female characters in general. And wow, and did she actually make a big difference? And well, I'm not just talking about how sexy she is or how beautiful or, you know, how very overrated she became. Well, there's a lot more than that, you know. I guess involving the story or the gameplay and all that. And of course, a little function in the game that you can find it by using the self-destruct sequence. What am I talking about, you ask? Found in the game. Anyways, I do love her. Number 1.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyperbeam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed planet Zebes, along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Ridley, and the baby.
Samus Aran from Metroid. Samus is an intergalactic bounty hunter who, in the past, was a victim of a space pirate raid on her home planet, losing her parents as a child and later on raised and biologically enhanced by the Chozo in planet Zebes. Her main weapon of choice is her power suits, which can act as armor, as a powerful arm cannon, and a morph ball mode where she basically becomes a ball of her suit. When it comes to best female video game characters, I couldn't think of anyone better than Samus, because aside from her being a sex symbol, I'd say she's got a lot more going about her, like the many appearances she's made besides Metroid series. You know, Super Smash Bros. In general. And besides, she's actually my number 1 female video game character of all time. Like really, I mean it. I mean it at the bottom of my heart, she's my favorite. I'm sure a lot of people can agree with me on that. Oh, and to address the elephant in the room, the footage I'm using is from Metroid Other N, which of course, some people think is a trash game. But come on, give it some credit, okay? At least they put some more character in Samus, which is great. I mean, she doesn't always have to be silent in some of the games. So yeah, that was pretty great. And that does it for this video's female video game characters. So, who do you guys think is best girl? If you want to answer that, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one. And of course, I'll be working on more and maybe some other videos that are like this video specifically, you know. I'll work on that. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.